Man, guess you get a bad weekend every once in a while, so we're gonna see though. Hopefully it picks back up. Y'all already know what's up though. It's about to be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does!
And that might be the knockout punch.
All right, greetings and salutations. Another episode of Fangs up here. And if you're a FAMU fan like me, and it wasn't the best weekend as far as sports wise. Wasn't a lot of winning going on. But fortunately, we got Wednesday to look forward to. So we're gonna be able to have a little bit of news information on that. We're gonna talk about, those kids who get signed, who maybe we missed out on Thursday. And kind of look back over and kind of check maybe how did some of this whole coaching search affect that. But man, right now, the basketball team is the topic du jour because I mean the girls they almost had one. Like what's the little thing? Almost got $1, and it's really true. Like one of those games where lose by 2 points, but you're not overly upset. Again, it's her first season, and one of the things that I'm hopeful for with Coach is that she kind of what's it gonna look like when she gets her own players in. Like I think Liv said that on her show. Like what is it gonna look like when she gets her own people in there? Like, just saying. I think it's gonna be a little something. But at the same point, like, how is that gonna go? Like, because if she can get some more players in there, I think she's gonna have a little success. Now, on the men's side, that was like a WTF moment the whole time. Like, how did they lose? Because halftime, they were there, and then they lose by 12. Like, it's just one of those things you kind of starting to ask, well, not starting to ask, starting to wonder how long for that old thing gets mailed in because it's only so many weeks left in the season, and looks like we're currently floating and flirting and floating around last place. So last place basketball team, it's tough. It's tough, and you definitely need to pick that up, like because football teams coming off a championship, like all these different teams that are surrounding you, they got titles. Like, oh, we're next to last. So you got Valley behind you, and they haven't won a game this year. So it's going to be interesting, kind of see that back and forth. Like, how's that going to work? Now with the other sports, tennis lost, bowling also lost, but baseball season's coming. Like, so that if you're a FAMU fan, that's probably the sport right now, besides track, that you're kind of excited about because FAMU track, look, that brother's doing some stuff. Like, real quietly, he is doing some things that make you say, dang, like, how long can this dude get this? And can he right the ship? Because if he can right the ship and get this program where it needs to be, FAMU's got a chance. Like, we just see where DeRosier went out there and showed out, like, again, probably going to get all SWAC again. Like, all of a sudden, like, two times he's victorious in the 60-meter hurdles at the South Carolina Invitational. This ain't, you know, South Carolina State Invitational, University of South Carolina. What's up, Tamara T? He knocks this out. And that's pretty awesome, just from my perspective. When we're able to see that our players are not only competing against the best, but beating them, that's when the game kind of changes for me, just as a fan. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Now on Wednesday, we know it's National Signing Day, and so my question is, what are some of these positions that we're going to be looking at? Like, who is going to play what position for who and why? Like at the quarterback position, like, are we going to get a quarterback? Because, or do you stay with the battle that you have between the 5 or 6 that are there? Like, you start looking at this recruiting class here, and look, we ain't gonna hold y'all long for night because we have a coach now, but we did lose our defensive coordinator. So look for the next couple of days to hear who the DC is going to be. Pretty sure it's going to be an internal hire, but stranger things have happened. It's just like, but who's going to be there? Like your quarterback position, pretty well set up though. Like you got your 2-man race, and you got a third there. Like, can Boney pick up the offense? Because if Boney can pick up this offense, you got a nice little combination of like who plays the quarterback. Because is it going to be Junior? Is it going to be DJ Boney? Is it going to be the new guy from FAU? Like, you got some options there. Then at the running back position, who's going to be the running back? Like, you just signed Rodney Hill. You brought him into the fold. You got Kelvin Dean coming back. I believe Yant's coming back too. So all of a sudden, at FAMU backfield, it's another strength. And you added another strong running back who's very similar to Terrell Jennings into the fold. And then the receivers. So I think that's one of the things that you're going to kind of look at, and you're going to start asking the question of who's going to be receiver one? Is it going to be Ace Cobb, or is it going to be one of the guys from last year? I mean, we saw where FAMU brought in some receivers with some size, some pretty good speed, and some of them, especially in Cobb, are familiar with the quarterback that you brought in for FAU. They were teammates together. So undoubtedly, there's some connection there. Like, then your tight end room, like, but the big area, and one of the things that you may or may not have seen, and I should have had it ready. Let me see. And look, we ain't gonna go too long because it sounds like about the thunder and lightning out there. I don't play with thunder and lightning. But James Colsey, Coach Colsey kind of went out there and said, hey, when I'm looking at this video, I'm seeing a lot of the guys from last year that are back. I think he pointed out that there are like four out of the 5 linemen are back. So one of the cool things to be able to notice there, though, was that, hey, these are some of the players that are back, that are coming back to FAMU already. Like, so your offensive line is pretty well intact. Your tight end room, it's kind of a mystery. You know, who's coming back, who's not. For the most part, though, you're pretty good. Like, you did lose a potential tight end to a FBS school. Not sure how to feel about that. But now flip over to defense. And that's where the biggest questions to me come into mind. First, defensive line, then linebacker. Because you saw where Chaney hit the portal. Is he going to stay in the portal? Is he going to leave? Is he going to go? Not sure. Other question, though, what happens on the defensive line? You got General Hunt back, but, you know, is Anthony Dunn going to be ready? He's going to be where he needs to be. Like, some of these questions that we've gotten now, that we've had preseason, have now flipped to the, you know, or postseason at the end of the season, have now flipped to the spring, and now flipped over into the recruiting period. So I think that's going to be the really interesting piece to see. Now, if you ask me what we're going to do recruiting wise, probably going to bring in you always bring in linemen. I think you're going to bring some offensive linemen, but in talking to Coach Colsey last week, I think that the junior college thing is really going to be the way that you quickly fix this. Just because I don't think you'll be able to take advantage of the transfer portal, just because how everything went. Like, some of the collateral damage of this entire head coaching search is the fact that you don't you had people in limbo. You had players, fans, others not knowing who was going to be the coach. You have important staff members that leave. And so in the process of this, even if you're a defensive player or offensive player, who's going to be your offensive coordinator? Who's going to be your defensive coordinator? Do you have the same OC from last year? Do you get a new guy? If you're a quarterback, who's going to be your quarterback coach? So some of the fallout from taking about a month to hire a football coach and kind of what it became is the fact that now we're coming up to National Signing Day and you have holes and places that need to be filled. And your head coach is wearing 3 or 4 different hats now. Like that's one of those things where in the moment you kind of had to look and start thinking like, okay, where are we at with this? Can we hire somebody quickly? Whereas if you bring somebody in a little quicker, do you lose some of the same recruits? Potentially. Do you lose Smitty as a coach? Yeah. Oh yes, and Smitty did land. He landed at Murray State. Like, yeah, the street committee had that one, and they had that one right. He actually dropped it on his social media page the other day, where he finally confirmed that he was going there. And whoever did the graphics over there, though, they did a solid job. Like, let me see, trying to get the picture he has up there where you can actually see. There we go. And he still keeps the 1+2 = go hunt thing up there. But yes, he's defensive coordinator and the linebackers coach at Murray State. So it's moving a little slow. And I told y'all we ain't gonna be long because I hear the thunder and lightning right now. And then my internet just went stupid. So I already know what's up. I've been in Florida long enough to know. But yes, Smitty is officially gone. So the question is, will Patterson become the new defensive coordinator? Is definitely there. But honestly, that's some of the stuff where we're at. Like, you need a new recruiting coordinator. You need something because you need somebody who is running operations like LaTroy Johnson did. Like, you need all those things. But at this time, do you have them? And the answer is no. The head coach is really doing a lot of stuff. Now, I will say, and I cannot wait to read this, but 2 days ago, Gerald from the Tallahassee Democrat dropped a thing, and it looks like he interviewed AD Sykes, and so I'm looking to read that one. I'm definitely looking to read that because we've said a lot of things, myself included. Some stuff, folks may not like, others they might love, but it was what seemed like the thing to say at the time. I'll say it like that. And I base mine on facts for the most part. Like if I didn't, y'all know I said I feel like. But in this case, I'm interested to see because I think that's the other side of this post Willie Simmons era that we're gonna get is how does Rattler Nation respond to her as AD, her decisions, and then how do they respond to some of the new things that are out? Because we've gotten behind James Colsey. Like already, Colsey had the support. I'm trying to pull up this that the investing in champions stuff has come out open now, so you can buy the investing in champions package now. They definitely did not pay me to say that, and my internet's moving kind of wonky, so lightning storm out there. So we about to, but they've got the new packages out there. How do fans respond? Is there going to be a ticket increase? I think one of the things that the fan base has to ask themselves, how invested are you right now? And based on this entire outcome, how much is that going to affect how you open up your pocketbook? Like that's some of the some of the fallout as we start going to National Signing Day. We're seeing some of the kids that have been offered, and there's a couple transfers out there, but in totality, on the backside of this, what can be salvaged? Because recruiting wise, as Coach Colsey pointed out, the biggest recruiting job was to keep the kids you already had. So keep those, and then also get the new guys too. So it's gonna be interesting to see there. But we're gonna look at that, y'all, and we're gonna kind of look at some of these recruits that end up signing to FAMU. What's up, Ashley? Look, we're not going. I'm not gonna keep y'all terribly long today because it's about to throw thunder. It's about to throw down out there, and I can feel that heat on my back from the thunder and lightning. But it's gonna be the interesting thing to see because position for position, there's always a place for growth in football, but especially on the lines of scrimmage because Colsey is stipulated within his system. He still wants to have a dominant defensive line. Like he wants a D line that wreaks havoc, that causes problems. Like he's looking to have those things done. And can you do that? Like that's just as a program, you got to start to answer that question and you got to be able to show it. Like, can you do that? And can you really make it happen? And yes, the prices are up. Let me see if I can make it big so y'all can see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Because it shrank, it got big, then it shrank again. So the Investing Champions prices are up. And one of the things I will say, they got that North End Zone stuff up on there. So, but yes, he is at Murray State. So North End Zone is a part of almost every package except for the Green Rattler, which is going to be pretty interesting to see. But the other thing I will say about this for the people who buy their Investing in Champions, one of the things that I've been told needs to improve, those people whose ticket packages include other games, like some of the events, like Florida Classic ticket, that ticket shouldn't not come out till later. That ticket should come out when you get all your other tickets. Like if you purchase the Silver Rattler or better, whenever you get your football season tickets, all your tickets should come at the same time. Like everything should come out there. And so that way, the individuals who already pre-ordered their tickets, they have everything. And if it's digital, it's a digital ticket. It's got a date. What's up, little baby? Like, but just kind of having some of that out there. And again, these prices look somewhat similar to last year. I'm just saying. But yeah, because was it 2 season tickets, $500, and you get one reserve park? Okay. Now I will say the other way to improve this, with the tailgating, especially if you get silver or better, can we make sure that people's parking is together? And give Earl back his hill. Like, I'm sorry. That wasn't cool. Like we get that you open up this new tailgating space, man, it ain't the same. The vibe and brag and outside walking into the stadium, it's not the same. Like a couple things to fix with this Investing in Champions thing. The prices are the prices. And I get that. You got to make money, cost of doing business, X, Y, Z, and the third. I do like the North End Zone pass comes with at least the champion Rattler. But I will say, can we fix this tailgating situation? And then with the basketball ticket, I do like that it looks like basketball tickets are there. But why are the basketball tickets way down to where no one can see them? Okay, sorry. So you can't see this. Down here at the bottom, that's where the basketball season ticket information is. Like, why doesn't basketball have its own season ticket thing that's easy to be seen? I shouldn't have to squint to see like 2 passes for $175, which is actually a great deal. Four full court season, 275, and then 425. That's a steal. Like, but at the same point, how hard did I have to look to see that? Like, look, little baby, thank you. that really looks like one of those disclaimers like, hey, this, do not do this and do not do that. No one noticed that those were season tickets. Like it just it doesn't appear where it's easy to be seen. And then when you scroll down to the bottom of the page, there's no mention of those season tickets. And I get it. The team's losing. You're probably going to get a new coach. But even if they're winning, you got to give them more than that little bit of nothing. Like, we got to do a better job pushing those teams and then encouraging people to buy tickets. Like, because how do you build a program when there's like 500 people in the stands? I get that they're not winning, but even beyond them not winning, you got to sell individuals, you got to sell us a product. And I'm just saying, for me personally, $1,000 for season tickets, I might do it, but $115 for season tickets, I'd probably do that and not go to most of the games. Be like, I'm staying home tonight. They suck. I'm just saying, but it doesn't even look like it's really an option out there. And then when we look on the basketball website, again, okay, they're not very good, but at the same point, where's the information for you to buy these season tickets for the FAMU basketball team? Like, this goes back to where we were talking about really pushing your product. And I mean, we see where the Rattlers Plus app is up there. That's great. But where's the banner saying buy season tickets for FAMU basketball? It's not up there. It's either Rattlers Plus or the Athletic Fund. Otherwise, there's no information up there. Like, and I love what Lil Baby says. Promote basketball just as you would the football. And would try to create some sort of a culture around exactly. Like, and they've done some events. They had like a Midnight Madness basketball event. Like, they've tried to create stuff, but it's just one of those things where, like, when you're looking at this and you're looking on a website, there is nothing about buying season tickets to FAMU men's basketball anywhere on the website. Like, you can request your credentials, you can follow on social media pages, and that's it. Like, even on the main page, at the top of the page, there's nothing that says tickets. Like, there's that thing that says tickets. There we go. Sorry, I misled you. But then it doesn't have you buy season tickets. It's like enrolled students, make a donation, football. What about the other sports? I mean, because basketball is a revenue producing sport. But you look at this, all the eggs are in the basket called football. Again, if Pops and I wanted to go to a game, I would have to probably just go to Ticketmaster and go thug it out because I know how to operate Ticketmaster. But where's the fast way for you to be able to literally steal money from people? Like, hey, let me steal $115 from people who want to buy season tickets, because you start looking and it's like, man, 2 season tickets, $115, or I can spend like $20 for 2 games or $40 for 2 games between 2 people. I'm gonna get the season tickets. I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, we got to put some value in our products. And okay, they suck. I'll listen to you. I'll hear it. FAMU basketball's trash. Cool. You can belittle me. And I'm not saying that because they're the next to last place in the conference. I mean, it is what it is. Like, that's just like you wanting to, I don't know, all my teams are winners right now. So, but you want to clown me because I'm a Rays fan and we don't keep any players. I mean, yeah, okay. The team's successful. Same thing here, though. Like, give me something to watch. Give me something to buy. Not just, oh, well, same people who buy tickets every year going to buy tickets next year. You never know. But there's nothing up there on the website that's really like buy or support this basketball team. They're just a bunch of kids that out there that wear FAMU gear and try hard, lose, and graduate. Appreciate your contribution to Rattler Athletics. Like, but then on the flip side, and she hasn't asked for money to support that program, but that's a program that could help support the other sports. Like if the men's basketball team can get 500 season tickets, that's aggressive considering their record. But 500 season tickets, is it a great deal of money? Not at all. But at the varying levels, is that enough to probably pay off what the softball team or tennis team are trying to raise in $10,000? Probably. Just saying. Like at a certain point, we have to start marketing, advertising our programs and our events like we want them to win. Because if you bring in a recruit to watch FAMU basketball right now, yeah, no. I mean, and you have like a whole South, it's not even end zone, but you have like a little South Side tailgate area, people in the gym. Include that in the package. Like, hey, for this price on the season ticket thing, and it may be up there, but you get this, you get that. Like, but on the website, I'm not seeing a lot. Like, we definitely got to do better about promoting those teams. I mean, we did have a little spot where it showed the schedules, but eh, it's just saying readily and easily accessible information for you to get season tickets. Nah, like it's just we got to do better with that. Like if you're gonna be a championship program, you're gonna have to build it. You got to support it. We just saw the football team. That was a championship program that was built and supported by the alumni and the coaches. And I do the same thing with the basketball because we get content creation. Like Josh and the crew, they create basketball content every 2 or 3 days, win, lose, or draw. They can get smashed by 30, but help it out. Look, little baby, thank you. Include a package for concession vouchers for the basketball games. I'm just saying, hey, get you a Rattler dog, popcorn, and a drink for every game, and you price that mug into there. All of a sudden, whether you get the hamburger, hot dogs, or whatever the heck or not, you winning as a program because honestly, I'm going to so many games like, man, I might cut you a break on this on that ticket, but I'm gonna hit you over the head for the food. Like you use your concessions voucher, have somebody just use a cell phone, scan it, and that's it. You get two per package. So you look, you got a kid. Look, first two, boop, boop. After that, you gotta pay. Or do like the professional teams do. Have it where, hey, you get a cup, you get a souvenir cup, and every game, do a different souvenir cup, give a discount for refills on the souvenir cup. But for the first time, $15. Does that sound stupid? Absolutely. But you say, hey, a portion of this cup, the donations go to Florida A&M University. Just saying. Free refills on all night long on that one. I mean, soda costs you next to nothing. So just saying. And some people just gonna buy the cup because it's cute. And even still, if you want to make it non-basketball specific, you can put on there, how about this? A commemorative SWAC championship cup. Have all the little SWAC champions, have the different teams that have won championships. Going for football, have defending HBCU SWAC champions, Cricket Celebration Bowl champion cups where people go and at the games. And they used to do this. I cannot find my Jay Gaither cup for the life of me. But you buy this cup, you get refills all game long. Every game, you rotate the cups. So first game of the season, put James Colsey on there. He's a new football coach. I have a forget the dude's name with the Bucks. Um, I have James Winston Buccaneer cups, like from the football game still. Rotated every game, $8 per game, free refills. Just saying. And then make it so that if you want to get a one-time soda, it's $5. So all of a sudden it's like, well, shoot, I might as well get the commemorative cup. Like, if I get the commemorative cup, I'm spending $8, but I get more drink. That's great. Like, it's just some of these things, like some of these ideas that we can have to really generate revenue. Like, for real though. Like, it would be dope to have a concession cup like they do at the movies. Exactly. 2024 refill cup. Just saying. Get you a refill cup. And if you do it for each sport, well, one that makes money. But football, have a cup. Like I said, I would rotate it per game just for sanitary reasons, because some of y'all people don't wash y'all cups. But literally, that's what I would do. And if it was a SWAC championship cup, you could just keep that mug in motion. You ain't got to say nothing new. Oh, football season ends. You got extra cups left over. Take it to the gym. Like, just saying. Like, these are just some of the ideas to generate revenue that I don't see right now. Again, I don't see the season basketball tickets. Let's bring that idea back. I don't want to give Courtney credit for that, but I kind of think that was a Courtney Gaucher thing. Like, just start doing something, because depending on football to carry the entire athletic budget, not fair. Like, not at all. I mean, granted, basketball team is a basketball team, but still, let's generate an atmosphere. Let's get the 100 in there, because we know people come in there. Look, let's be real. Some of y'all cousins spend $10 to go to a basketball game just to watch the 100 and just to watch them show out. Like, start taking advantage of that. Like, you have systems in place and you have resources that are right there on campus that you can easily use to generate attention. Hey, Miss Williams, like, I'm just saying. And if you're going to do that, you got to look, really, real talk. And some of that's easy though. Like, some of them just literally a hologram cup. Like, it's not that hard in this days and times to get those going. And literally, if you really want to like maximize that opportunity, get Pepsi in on it. You're a Pepsi school. Have the Pepsi insignia on there and FAMU up there, partners since this amount of time. All of a sudden, you can get, because you're already selling Pepsi products. See if they'll give you a little knockoff on the syrup, because you're buying boxes of syrup by the thousands of dollars. Literally, I've spent $1,000 on boxes of syrup myself when I worked at FAMU. So I can imagine what you're doing for a football game or for a football season. You can't knock off, some of the money off that, or and something, because all of a sudden that commemorative cup serves a dual purpose. One, it advertises for Florida A&M University, but second, it's a rolling advertisement for Pepsi. Everywhere you go, look, after the game, people go out, you sell it. Hey, this is an advertisement. This is free advertisement for Pepsi. We selling your product anyway. All of a sudden, you're selling the cups, so you're making money off the cups. Pepsi gives you a discount on the syrup, so you make more money. You increase your profit margins that way. And then all of a sudden, it's just more money that's coming in. Like, I'm just saying, why not have theme games? Look, hello. Like, I'm just saying, the team is butt cheeks this year. Don't have Greek night. Give every Friday night. Give the Kappas a night. Give the Sigmas a night. Give the Alphas a night. Have the Iotas share their night with somebody else. Like, I'm just saying, like, let the Deltas have a night, and during halftime, they stroll. and give them the whole halftime to stroll. Have a mini step show. They do their thing. And then at the end of the season, if you want to do a Unity Greek night, you can do a Unity Greek night. But guess what? You've literally had 9 games, 8.5. Oh, petty. But you got 9 games where the Greeks showed up and tell them, hey, bring your communities groups. If you have a school you adopted, encourage them to bring that school with them. Kappas bring the Kappa League, Omegas bring the Lamplighters, um, Alphas bring YMOD, however. All of a sudden, as Miss Williams pointed out, you got a theme night. You can give them a discount on the tickets because, heck, at least it's somebody buying basketball tickets. And you've got 9 games where people are coming in. Even if it's the students coming in, their student fees covered anyway. And guess what? If you invite the blue people, the Sigmas and the Zetas, you got double because they're gonna show up for both events because they kind of have to. Like, I'm just saying, like, this isn't out of the box thinking. This is just, oh crap, I got 9 D9 organizations, and some of them have mentorship programs. The State Brigade Row has a mentorship program, and they actually give a scholarship. The Tallahassee chapter, of course, AKAs and Deltas do as well. Like, all of a sudden, like I said, you got 9 different little theme nights and you let them come out there, stroll, do their thing. And even still, if you want to make it even better, at the end of the year, have a 10th night where it's a unity night, and they have them at halftime do the unity stroll and present their scholarships to the students so they can present scholarships to potential FAMU students. So all of a sudden, you starting to look like, dang, y'all always having some type of Greek event, whatever. Yeah. Like, you gotta have Kappa Psi, the band fraternity gotta have their night. Like, again, all of a sudden, you're taking advantage of the resources you already have, the connections you already have to build your revenue resources. And look, I'm just saying, how I like Coke or Pepsi. I prefer Coke, but I buy cups just because I cannot stand the Orlando Magic at all. My wife got me a ticket to see the Magic in the Heat. I got a souvenir cup, and I don't like the Magic. I was like, oh man, I might refill it. I did not refill that cup. I hate to admit it. I spent that extra money. I got my one drink. I was done. I was like, man, I'm tired. I ain't getting up. I'm not the only person that's gonna buy a souvenir cup and be lazy. Like, do that. Like, I'm just saying. And look, we can extend Be Out Day and have many homecoming weeks. Look at this. Like, hello, these ideas, they're free. We just gave you 4, 5 of them that can potentially create some revenue. And at this point, that's the name of the game. Because as a fan, instead of increasing the price on investing champions again, which it looks like kind of stayed the same, I understand why. Use that to generate some of your revenue. Like, I think, was it Pizza Hut, Papa John's, one of those? Man, get them pan pizzas selling in stadium. Like, Little Caesars, whomever. Hey, $8 for a pan pizza. Now, you and I both know that pizza ain't worth no $8. But if I'm trapped in Bragg and I got a kid with me, and if your kids are like my kids, they'll eat pizza every day of the week. Like, it's just starting to take advantage of some of these ideas and some of these things that you already have there to create additional money. You have a basketball team there. You have 2 of them. So for $100 and some, I'm literally getting 2 games for the price of 1 for a whole season. Like, look, Ms. Williams, I bought Little Caesars at OVC. Exactly. Like, and I believe Florida Classic is Pizza Hut too. Like, I mean, not Pizza Hut, Little Caesars. So it's right there. Like, just, we got to make that happen. We have to find a way to be able to raise the revenue because we're close. We saw where She's closed the gap for the budget. But now, going into next year, that's some of the stuff that needs to happen. Like I said, bring back the souvenir cups. Have for your homecoming. Look, homecoming, there's no reason. You should have souvenir cups out there. Something to commemorate homecoming. FAMU homecoming, have pictures of people on the floats, the football team, SWAC championship stuff. Like, oh, make the fans feel good when they buy this cup. Like, oh, that's fancy. That's a nice little celebratory cup. Where you got that at? People over there. Oh, I got that at concession stands. Oh, really? Man, I might want one of those. Like, look, there should be food. I remember eating the best chicken. Oh my goodness. Look. Whew. You got to get the right restaurant in there for that now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we need a good Jamaican restaurant in Tallahassee. I'm sorry. I didn't live outside of Tallahassee too long. G&G straight, but boy, I done had some Jamaican spots down here. Make it slap somebody. Just saying though, like, get some of that kind of food out there. Like, start getting the vibe right and take advantage of what you have so that you can make more money. Like, so again, did the teams win this week? Absolutely not. Nah, it was trash. The basketball teams lost. The tennis girls, they caught an L. Bowling lost. But at the same point, we got a track team, and baseball season's coming, and we got some ideas. So look, if y'all got AD Sykes email and send some of these ideas. Like, hey, AD, let's get some souvenir cups going for next year. Let's see, if we can start having some theme nights for basketball season. Like, you got, let me pull up the schedule right fast, because baseball's free. Like, you don't pay any money to go to that one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home games left. Look, just saying, because senior night, you already got that themed up. But for one of those other home games, you got a game in February on a Monday, and you got Alabama State on Saturday. Looks like, what was that, throwback night? Okay. So we got some themes going for some of these, but let's try to get some of this out there, because if I wasn't looking at the website, I wouldn't know. And most people aren't just going to stalk your websites to see what games are playing and what's the theme night and everything else. They're just going to be like, okay, where's the basketball schedule? Can we get the basketball schedule on a poster? Like, we got to hype it up. We got to build up our own programs, but we know tough weekends, they happen. They don't last, but tough teams do. So we're going to see. But I'm hopeful. Not going to sit up here losing sleep over this basketball season right now, but I'm hopeful for some change. So, but for Herb Stewart and the Black Techies, look, y'all, we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get ready, though. National Signing Day is Thursday. I'm going to talk about some of these incoming Rattlers, how they're going to impact the team, and hopefully, we have some news for y'all. But again, y'all already know we're going to get y'all ready, get y'all right, talk about these Rattlers, and it's always going to be Fangs Up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Dorsey, have it.